Yo, what up, what up? Welcome back.
Yeah.
I'm your host, B. Riders, my co-host.
J. Bell.
And this is
Final Thoughts.
Today's topic, how women weaponize language. Let's check it out.
Because the issue is being abused. I don't
But
accept
your version of him abusing
and I
you
never
is
will
him
accept being
is him
abused.
rejecting you and not being emotional with you and not responding to you.
That's not rejection, that's abuse. It's called stonewalling in the silent treatment.
Is you think that like it's stuff that is just like normal like dick behavior, right? Or normal cold behavior. You see that as abusive, right?
It is
and
abusive.
and it weirds me
And you're
out.
gaslighting me right now by trying to tell me it's not abusive. I have all the articles here. I've read them. I know what abuse is. I know what stonewalling is. I can read the definition right here for you.
I can disagree with you and it doesn't have to be gaslighting, right? I can be incorrect and it doesn't need to be gaslighting. It's actually it's considered a very toxic and abusive behavior to regularly invoke psychological terms, right, to kind of justify that abuse. Like, it's actually a known thing, especially as like that stuff has become more knowledgeable and spread around, where people use terms like gaslighting and abuse and all of those kinds of things.
Well, I should say it feels like gaslighting for sure. Like this is a form of
on
abuse.
another platform, which is harassment. Like, I'm just letting you know that's harassment. Like, that would get you in legal trouble in Canada. And
okay, but it's a form of abuse to block someone. Like it can be.
serious?
I mean, yes. There's literally
Okay, let me know. Is she done? Anna, what do we have to do to move on from this and never talk about each other publicly ever again?
Apologize.
Well, why can't you say that you are sorry for calling me a stalker and crazy? Why can't you say that? Why? Why is it so hard for you to just apologize for calling me all these things and stuff?
Anna,
like, I don't understand.
You're not going to get any type of closure from me. This is all I want. I want to be in a world where neither of us ever mentions either person ever again publicly, ever. We don't have to talk privately. We don't have to say anything publicly and then just move on. I've had the same conversation like 5 times, but it is impossible for you to hold fast to this. You cannot do it because as soon as you agree to it, which you have in the past publicly on stream before, that we won't talk anymore.
Steven, that's because
then like 2 weeks later, you'll be tweeting shit about me every fucking time. You've done this over and over
because you haven't taken any responsibility for it.
Ouch.
Yeah.
So,
Seen that, did you?
you see that one coming, did you?
What's your opening thoughts as opposed to your final thoughts?
Beginning thoughts.
Yeah, what's your thoughts? Any thoughts?
I've only got one thought.
I appreciate the video because what we see is basically one woman holding another woman accountable.
Yeah.
And I have to say I enjoy seeing it. I like seeing that. Yeah. It's something you don't see very often. A lot of times you see the Yas Queens and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's yeah, she wasn't Yas Queening her. She was like, nah, you need to stop this. This is problematic. You're harassing this guy. Like there's no two ways about it, you know. And she did it in a reasonable manner. She wasn't like yelling or screaming or nothing like that, but it still needed to be said, you know.
And I think that it needs to happen more often, because when it comes from a man, right, nobody likes to hear that.
Of course.
When it comes from a woman, it seems a little bit more believable.
Right.
You know, especially when another woman's holding another woman accountable. Men can't do that for whatever reason, and that's, you know, whatever it is.
Right.
But did you see the stress from this man? Because I'm a man, and he's a man too. And I think this happens more often than y'all think it does. Because I really think that a lot of women think that men just have it easy. We just, we get to choose whatever. Yeah. And that's not really the reality. Sometimes this happens.
Yeah. This is the downside to being a man, right? Is that there's a whole lot of responsibility that it might not even all be yours, right? But for some reason, it's thrust upon you. And you see women like this who use these like psychological terms.
Right.
And they take them and they twist them into a frame in which they can use it. Which is why you hear or see a lot of women call men narcissists. Call them out for gaslighting.
Yeah.
Or
there we go.
Any of these and these are psychological terms, right?
Yeah.
So 90% of the time, if you're using the term narcissist, you're probably misusing it.
Because you have to be clinically diagnosed as a narcissist.
Yeah.
You can't just go on Facebook and be like, well, this guy is a narcissist. No. And I'm a person that works at Walgreens.
Yes.
No, you don't even know really what you're supposed to be looking for. You just go on Google, and then you hit Wikipedia, and you just look at what.
Right.
Come on.
And then you go about
Don't lie. I know you see it.
You have one of the worst voices I've ever heard, truthfully.
I know you see But that, that's just how people work. But you haven't done the actual work to be a person that could clinically diagnose that.
They may feel like a narcissist to you.
Right.
And there could be reasons for that beyond them being a narcissist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And people like to kind of have this thing. You see it all over Facebook where people are like talking about their boundaries, or like somebody who has a problem with your boundaries, constantly overstepping your boundaries, is a narcissist or could be a narcissist or showing narcissistic tendencies. And without a type of self-awareness, you can't really be sure about that because your boundaries may be the problem. And that's why it's so important to stop using these words, because you don't know how to use them. You don't know what a narcissist is. You think that you do. You may be the problem.
You don't.
But in the video with the young lady, she was holding her. I don't think they were friends, but she was holding the other young lady's feet to the fire and telling her that, she was using words like gaslighting. She even called her out for that, saying you're gaslighting.
It really deals with a person making you think your reality is not real, and that what they said to you. Not real.
Knowingly.
Yeah.
Knowingly.
Yeah. So it's a type of manipulation, right? That's kind of how the whole gaslighting works. They say things to you and all of that, and you think that you're crazy or whatever, and they're trying to make you think that you're crazy for believing it, and it's never really that. They're gaslighting you.
Yeah.
They're making you think that you're crazy for believing this reality that that they gave to you, pretty much.
We saw that with, funny enough, Amber Heard and Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
In their conversation, where you can clearly see her gaslighting him into belief when he said that you punched me, and she said, I didn't punch you. I may have hit you, maybe, but it wasn't a punch. And he's like, why are you telling me what it feels like to be punched?
Yeah.
That's what gaslighting is.
Yeah. And it often makes you think wait.
Right. Did I?
For the person that's being lighted or lit? I don't know.
Gaslit? Yeah. Gaslit.
They're thinking whoa, I have to question my reality now. Did I get punched?
Yeah.
Or
maybe I am misremembering.
Yeah. Maybe I am misremembering. Right. That's what gaslighting is. So that was a good example.
basically.
Yeah,
and
she was doing that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she was being calling the other girl out for trying to gaslight her.
Yeah,
and her counter to that, which I appreciated, was, I don't have to agree with you, or I can disagree with you, and it not be gaslighting, right? Like we're sharing the same reality. I just disagree with yours. I disagree that this is the honest truth. And you can do that and not be gaslighting. If I disagree with your reality, but I'm not trying to convince you that your reality is fake, I'm not gaslighting.
Because if I'm trying to convince you, I'm trying to manipulate you into believing that my reality is the reality. Right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Right.
Yeah.
So a lot of times people are misusing these terms, and you're labeling people off of things that you really have no concept of. You don't know about. You disagree with someone disagrees with you, you say that they're gaslighting you when you just don't agree.
Yeah.
So we should really pull back on how much we're using these words. There's so many words that we overuse nowadays that we just throw at the wall because it's just a word and we want to use it. So that's what we're gonna do.
So like, what about the part when when she was just like saying whatever the hell she was saying, and he was just like, "What can I do to make this go away?" How you felt about that, bro? Like,
it's really,
oh my goodness,
frustrating because at that part it's like, you know, and he knows that he has no power in this situation.
Yeah.
There's nothing that he can do to make this stop. Now, if the roles were reversed and he was doing that to her, it would be hashtag me
onslaught,
too, leave all women, all of that.
Men are slow, men are trash.
You'd be kicked off of Twitter and all of that, never to see, never to be heard from again, right? But in this case, where this woman is clearly stalking him, harassing him, misinterpreting his language, misinterpreting other people's language, calling people gaslighters and manipulators and narcissists, like there's no recompense for this.
No recompense at all.
None of this. None of this. And if you're curious about what happened to her, she's still around. She still has a platform. I think she streams on YouTube and Twitch like that. She still has an audience.
Of course, big, and I hate to be that guy, but it's because she's a woman. I'm not trying to punch down on women.
I mean, that's
my goodness. It's because she's a woman. If it were a man doing it, it would have been different. It just would have, and I'm very sure that it would have been. And I don't know how we've gotten to this spot, right? Because we're supposed to be so liberal and so inclusive and everything like that, but we still have the believe women hashtag and the men are trash and men are slow hashtags that's going around on Twitter. Is there. You can please vet the information that I'm giving you.
Trust but verify.
It's there, and it's there for a reason, and it's there because men are at this point demonized for anything, almost anything, not everything, almost anything, and women are given excuses. Women are given the biggest doubt, right? Think about what I just said. Women are given the biggest doubt about anything that they say, and it goes to our previous video with Johnny Depp, right? If y'all listen to that video and y'all hearing this one, it makes so much sense. Women are given the biggest doubt for anything, and then when we get to this video, the man is the one that's being the victim, whereas the woman is being the predator. She's being the person that's the agitator, whatever you want to call it. Give it anything you want.
since we just gonna label whatever.
Because we love labels.
Call it whatever you want to call it, right? Who's the real manipulator in this situation?
Dude, that dude just wanted it to go away. And I'm like, I understand. Just watching it is just like, oh, this is a headache.
He was literally like, what do I have to do to make
What?
it stop?
What?
I just wanted to stop. And I understand that frustration because it's a powerless, vulnerable situation to be in. When you're at the whims of someone who is irrational,
yeah,
that is a scary place to be. That is a very scary place to be.
Yeah, dude. Like, this is why I like our group dynamic that we have. Yeah. You know, shout outs to Don, His Grace, because he brings a good dynamic. He was actually in a previous video that we had.
Yeah. Shout out to Diggity Don.
Yeah. And, you know, he always bring that real. And I would say he's team man. He probably wouldn't say that. He's just like, you know, I'm team logic.
Yeah,
I'm team, you know.
What you want, Don.
You know, he already know we gonna have a conversation about this. Yeah. But yeah, that's my dude. And I like the fact that he can like look at both sides and stuff like that. But even on this issue, he'd be like, "Shut your no." He gotta come on. Hey Don, you gotta come on another show, bro. We need you. We need you to come on another show, man.
He will have a lot to say about this.
Yeah,
he is gonna have a lot to say about
definitely
see this, but yeah. But my final thoughts about this situation is just like, wow, you know, the power that some people wield, that some women wield, or that most women wield in this type of arena is startling, you know, like, and these two people are kind of prominent on the internet, on Twitch streaming type things, and if you aren't in that realm, you probably have never heard about the situation. So it flies under your radar. No problem, I understand that. But even in that realm, there were no consequences, really, for this woman. She's still doing what she does. Understand that. She's still making her money streaming, you know, going live and things, playing video games.
She's not canceled.
At all. She's good. She's going to be all right. Probably in the next 5 years, this will all be completely forgotten, even by the people in that arena. And she'll be bigger than ever. But it's kind of scary to know that somebody can wield that much power in a situation like this. And ladies, I really need y'all to be more careful using these type of words. And be more like, what's her name? Aristocracy, the young lady who was calling out Anna for her misbehavior. Be more like her. Like, understand that maybe sometimes these words don't fit where we're trying to force them. Maybe this person isn't a gaslighter, and maybe it's just a misunderstanding. Maybe they're not a narcissist. Maybe every man that you meet isn't a narcissist. You know? But let's just be more careful with the language we use, because a lot of us aren't using it correctly.
Yeah, I second that. My final thoughts, and I'm gonna piggyback off that. Like, we're not using the language correctly. You know, we get on Facebook, we get on these social media platforms, and we just like, yeah, that person was a narcissist, and we really don't even know what a narcissist is, or what it takes to be an actual narcissist. Because, like, come on, son. You work at XYZ. And I'm talking about both males and females and in between, whatever. You work at wherever that doesn't include a degree or mastery in psychology, sociology, or any of the you know, things that deal with the mind. And you just flippantly say, that this person was a narcissist. Man, I don't like that.
Oh, hell no.
And a lot of people don't like that. Do you like that? No. All right, just wanted to get a real live response.
It doesn't like it. I don't like it.
And a lot of people don't know what gaslighting is. You know, we defined it a few, minutes ago in this episode.
Rewind the video.
It's cool. I just want us to be more honest. Is that too much to ask?
Hell yeah, nigga.
I just want us to be more honest. We get mad about things, right? But that doesn't mean that, the person is just a cheater. They're not a narcissist or a this or a thatist and all this. Like, why are we doing all these labels, right? the person, they cheated on you. Okay, this happens, right? Does it make it not? Does them cheating make them not a narcissist? No, but you're not a person that studied this that can clinically diagnose somebody with narcissism. It's like people who say, "Oh yeah, I'm bipolar."
Oh.
No. Why?
Just...
It's like half the nation is bipolar according to them.
Yeah. If that's the case.
No, you have to be clinically diagnosed with being bipolar. So, my ask is that stop. I'm glad you did. Unrehearsed. Just stop it. Take the relationships as they come and go. And live and prosper and grow from every situation that you've had. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like the girl in the video that's just stuck on this one person and who wants to just be crazy. Because that to me is crazy. And it's a chaotic life to live. The man is just like, I don't want this. Like, let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
Please be Elsa about it.
Right. That's really all my final thoughts about it. Please, just stop. Let it go.
Let's do better, y'all. I'm gonna leave. If y'all want to see like the full version of these videos, I'm gonna leave them because there's multiple of them. Like this isn't
oh my goodness.
the first or only time that these things that they've clashed or had a discussion, talked about it on Twitch or YouTube.
Yeah.
There's been multiple times where this person has been asked to stop, or conversations have been had with other people, third parties, and they've tried to get them to see that they are the problem. So I'm gonna leave a link to a few of those videos in the description. Y'all check them out. Some of these are like hours long, just yelling, screaming, and like, you're a narcissist. Why would you? It's actually kind of entertaining, actually.
Yeah,
honestly.
I bet they are.
They're entertaining.
Yeah,
but bitch is crazy.
The bitch is crazy.
Anyway, that's our episode, y'all. I'm yours, B. Writer, co-host
J Bell.
This has been
Final Thoughts.
Anna, you need to move on. Like, you're not gonna get the closure that you want. Okay, this is part of being an adult. Like, you don't get what you want out of relationships all the time. Sometimes a guy is gonna be a dick. Sometimes a guy is gonna be interested in you and then change his mind. Okay? Sometimes he'll sleep with you and then change his mind afterwards. Okay? But at the end of the day, he has every right to do that. You are not entitled to his emotions.